I would like to thank everyone for coming today to meet on behalf of our student. Prior to reviewing the student's current IEP in progress, I would like to outline the procedural safeguards and offer you a copy of the brochure, which will provide you with more in-depth information. These procedural safeguards outline the legal rights you have as a parent of a child receiving special education, as well as what the school can and can't do when evaluating and providing special education services to your child. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, requires schools to provide parents of a child with a disability a full explanation of these procedural safeguards. Today, I would like to highlight some of your legal rights and protections. Your right to participate in all decisions that are made regarding your child's special education and related services. Your right to inspect, review, and request copies of any special education record of your child without any unnecessary delay. You also have the right to confidentiality of information, including the destruction of information so that it is no longer identifiable. The district will obtain your consent prior to sharing any information about your child with another agency. It is the district's responsibility to obtain parental consent prior to the initial evaluation and providing special education and related services. You must be fully informed in your native language or other mode of communication necessary. Your consent is voluntary, and you may revoke your consent at any time. However, that does not negate any action that occurred after you provided initial consent or before you revoked it. The district must provide a prior written notice before conducting an initial evaluation of your child to determine eligibility for receiving special education and related services. Under IDEA, you have the right to receive prior written notice from the school each time that the school proposes to take certain actions with respect to your child. This includes proposes or refusals to initiate or change the identification, evaluation, or educational placement of your child, and proposes or refusals to initiate or change the provisions of your child's free, appropriate public education. The prior written notice must be written in a language understandable to the general public and in your native language or other mode of communication necessary. You have the right to obtain an independent evaluation if you disagree with the district's evaluation, and that is at the district's expense. As a parent, you also have the right to disagree with plans proposed by the school through the due process system. This is a formal way of resolving disagreements between parents and schools. Throughout these proceedings and the resolution process, your child must remain in his or her current educational placement unless you and the administrative unit agree otherwise. This is known as stay put. In addition to a due process hearing, you may request a parent-teacher conference, a formal IEP meeting, or a formal mediation process to resolve conflict. If you would like further information or resources about the procedural safeguards, the Colorado Department of Education has a special education law webpage you may access. Another wonderful resource is the Peak Parent Center, which provides parent-to-parent support. Both resources, along with others, are located on the last page of the Procedural Safeguards brochure. Do you have any questions about your rights as a parent before I have you initial the record of team meeting indicating that the Procedural Safeguards brochure was given to you?